Donald Trump is losing the trade war with China, the very one he started. And the cost? It's not China paying the price, it's America. Back in 2018, during his first term as president, Trump declared economic war on China, imposing hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs on Chinese imports. He promised it would bring factories back, cut the trade deficit, and make America great again. After his re-election, in his second term, Trump did the same, this time imposing tariffs of up to 145% on Chinese goods. Two trade wars with China, but the numbers tell a very different story from what President Trump claims. Instead of shrinking, the U.S. trade deficit with China has grown. Over the last 5 years, it has remained around $324 billion, despite all the hype, tariffs, and threats. American farmers lost billions in exports when China retaliated. Trump was forced to bail them out with government subsidies paid by American taxpayers. And those tariffs, they didn't hurt Chinese exporters nearly as much as they hurt American consumers, who face higher prices on electronic goods, machinery, and everyday goods. On October 30th, Trump met China's President Xi Jinping in South Korea. Trump rated the meeting 12 out of 10. But President Xi's body language told a very different story. Because in geopolitics, retreats are rarely public, but always intentional. The two leaders reached a temporary one-year truce, agreeing to pause new tariffs and reopen talks. But make no mistake, this wasn't a victory. It was a strategic retreat. Because while the U.S. was playing tariff politics, China was playing the long game. Beijing responded by limiting exports of rare earth minerals, the metals essential for smartphones, electric cars, and even American missiles. It also stopped purchasing American soybeans, causing billions of dollars in lost sales. This was supply chain warfare at its best. In short, China reminded Washington that the U.S. still depends heavily on Chinese goods, materials, supply chains to power its technology, defense industries, and even the livelihood of its farmers. Today, China does more trade with the rest of the world than it does with the United States. The U.S. is still important, but no longer indispensable as it was in the 1990s. In the 1990s, China relied on U.S. exports to fuel its economy. In 2025, the world relies on China's supply chains. Donald Trump didn't win the trade war. He started it, lost it, and in doing so, helped shape the rise of a more independent China.